then I'll be right there. Let me come check you, my baby. No time, no. You send me the location.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So I am back with another pregnancy update for you, and this is going to be my pregnancy update from 9 weeks to 12 weeks. Yes, 9 weeks to 12 weeks. So let's see what has changed. So far so good. The morning sickness, it hasn't really been bad. It's just more feel nauseated, and I find when I don't eat, that's the only time I kind of feel a little bit nauseated. Thank goodness I still have not vomit yet, only like when brushing my teeth, and I know this is a little bit TMI for those, have a little bit of a weak stomach. So if you have a bit of a weak stomach, then, my cravings has literally kind of died down. Still crave soup a lot though. Soup is like my main go-to, and fried chicken. Those are like the two things that I definitely still have to have. Don't know what it is, but yeah, pregnancy brain has definitely gotten worse. The other thing now, the headaches. I've actually been getting headaches a little bit more frequently, but I think for those that don't know, I do have high blood pressure runs in my family, so I know that that can cause it as well. So that's something. Sleep pattern, still sleepy, but yeah, still a bit sleepy, I would say. Find myself still tired, out of breath, easy than before. And I don't know if it's because the baby's moving up now, so it's kind of been a little bit worse, but that not much. But haven't seen that much change, except, well, my boobs have gotten a lot bigger than before. They're more fuller now than before as well. Nipples are very sensitive to touch. Just having my bra on like irritates me. The wire, so that is another thing. My skin's still stripping. Yeah, I find that I'm still itchy during my shower time. If you see me looking down, I have my little notes here in front of me that I'm going through. And the bleeding, so yeah, I said I was bleeding within, I think, 6 to 7 weeks. Yeah, so the bleeding, I still was bleeding. I bleed, even in my 9th week, I was still bleeding, still passing clots, past a couple of big ones, which was really scary. And I was like, oh man, that made me a little bit terrified of like, oh, am I passing the baby? So those kind of been a bit scary for not just me, but me and my husband as well. So, and my dreams, guys, my dreams have been so vivid. It's just crazy, the dreams that I've been having. And yeah, like even my husband has told me that like I literally have been crying in my sleep, like literally screaming out in my sleep. So yeah, the nightmares, oh, they have been something else. But I try to find a way to conquer them, like when it comes to certain things, but sometimes it's hard to wake yourself up out of a dream. So that's another thing. Saliva, still a lot of saliva, not so much like so I don't spit or anything, which thank God I don't have that, because I know there's people in their pregnancy that been through their whole 9 months of pregnancy, and they literally have to carry like a bag or a cup or something with them because they're always spitting. So thank God I don't have that. The heighten of my smell still there, so that's good. The cramping is still there. So for those that don't know, I have fibroids as well. Well, I have one. One is not that big, so I have a small one. So like when I do have cramps, and the doctor says the reason, like, well, obviously the ligaments is starting to stretch to make room for the baby, like my whole body is adjusting. So that's the reason why I feel like everything's shifting a little bit more, because I have fibroids. Because even when I had my other kids, I never had that. And for those that don't know, this is my fourth child. So I feel everything a little bit totally different from when I had my first to, well, to basically having my fourth now. Joint pains, still have those. Um, yeah, the hunger pains, oh, they're still there. I don't know. This baby seems like it's a eater. So those hunger pains are still there. Like they've subsided now, but oh yes, guys. So within my 11th week, I swear I felt the baby move. I felt a flutter. And for some people won't feel it that early. Some will feel it late, but definitely in my 12th week, I feel that baby has been moving. It has been moving, because I literally went to my ultrasound. So yeah, I had my ultrasound appointment, and we literally saw the baby bouncing on the screen. I wish I could have recorded, but they don't let us record in the room, which sucks, because it would have been really nice to actually capture that moment, just to see the baby like literally jumping in the stomach, or having it was sucking, or having its finger in its mouth. Or basically there was another picture, like when we were looking at the ultrasound, and the baby was like, his hand was like here holding his head. So yeah, so it was actually just crazy seeing that. um the rash that I had on my face has definitely started to clear up, but still I find when I put on makeup, I'm still very itchy. So that is another thing as well. Some days, guys, I don't feel like getting out of bed. So I'm trying to document as much of this pregnancy for you guys as well, not just for you guys, but also for myself, something I could look back at. Um, yeah, so that's another thing. The other thing, that bathroom, I don't get up so often to use the bathroom. At first, when I was getting up like every minute, I was hard sleeping. Using the bathroom, I try to cut down on how much I was drinking, because I was just so worried about every minute I'm getting up through the night. Like, and it's hard, especially when you have some, like my husband was getting up and going through the night and stuff like that, and having to do that. So I am actually off bed rest, as yeah. So I'm off bed rest now. Thank God. Yeah, thank God for that. So the doctor just wanted to make sure that my bleeding had stopped. So the 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 I will put it in the name. I could never say the name right, so I'm not going to even try and mess it up. The reason why I was bleeding, I will put it I'll put it here on the screen either somewhere, or I'll put it in the description. So that was the reason why I was bleeding. So that has stopped now. So and everything has been doing well. Baby's been doing well so far. Yeah. Like say my blood pressure has been fluctuating, kind of been going up and down. So they definitely, that's something that they have to keep an eye on. And for a woman that has been pregnant with high blood pressure, you ladies definitely know how it goes, right? My skin's still stripping, and my eye still sensitive to light. Still go to the bathroom in the darkness. And just pray that I find the toilet with ease, but then my eyes are used to it anyways. So yeah, that is a another thing as well. But yeah, definitely like in the 12 weeks, baby is moving like crazy. Like I could feel the baby move, but hubby can't feel because obviously his bones are still not strong enough, but like I could feel at first it felt like, just like that little flutter, like that little butterfly that you get in your stomach when you first fall in love, or you're just excited to see someone. That's what it felt. And then after a while, you kind of feel like these little ripples. And I was like, nah. I was like, that can't be gas. And then after a while, I started feeling like the little movements. I don't know whether it's the feet or the hand or if it's turning, but I started feeling it more now than before. And I find as the time's going by, the days are going by, it's getting stronger and stronger. Yeah, so literally starting to feel the baby move, like I could fully say week 12. I thought like week 11, I thought there was something there, but you never know. But some people feel it like around that, especially if it's this is not your first child, whether it's maybe your third, your fourth, or fifth. I've heard people feel it as early as 10 weeks, right? So it was actually quite surprising to me, and just to even remember how that felt, because for those that don't know as well, it's been 13 years since I had a child. So yeah, there's quite an age gap between my youngest and this little one here. Yeah, they'll have a 13-year age gap. So, and it just feels like, well, it doesn't feel, it is. I'm starting all over. I'm starting all over, but that's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way, anyways. I am just grateful to still be able to have children, you know. So, I ain't complaining at all. But, yeah, but the ligament pain, oh, they can be really bad some days. Sometimes I find like I get cramps as well, like when I'm bending over to brush my teeth in the morning. That's another thing that I find I have. And the other thing I've been finding recently is like now that I've gotten a little bit more energy, like since I started cooking again, sometimes I find I'm cooking and when I finish cook, I can't eat the food because the smell is either turn me off or I don't want it. So that is another thing that I am currently dealing with as well. But I guess it's just a part of the pregnancy, you know. So, um, there's been a few other things I thought I had put this down, but I guess I didn't write it down fully. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't write it down. For like food and stuff, I find I still have to eat in small portions. And I find sometimes like when I'm eating, like sometimes if the food starts making me sick, I literally just have to stop eating. I can't eat anymore. So that is another thing I've also been going through. But what I need to do is I kind of need to keep a little bit more closer track to things, and as like I'm going through them, write them down, because this brain is just not functioning the way it's supposed to function. Yeah, because the forgetfulness, it's really, they say pregnancy brain is bad, but I wonder why that is, but it is bad. Yeah, it's really bad. Like 1 minute I'll be talking to my husband about something, and then the next minute, like I'll just stop for a second because like I'm trying to catch myself, and then I start talking to him, and I was like, he's like, you were just telling me, and I was like, what? So that is another thing as well. As for cravings, I still crave a lot of fruits. Definitely fruits, and like I say right now, fruits and soup and fried chicken. Those are like my main cravings. Yeah, and seafood. Yeah, I've been craving seafood how long and still haven't got any. But I've been like craving seafood, like fried fish and bami. for those that know what it is, or like even fry fish. And festival, I've been craving that. Those are like, or even just like some steamed fish with crackers. I'm craving stuff that I would usually eat in the island. And some days, man, I was like, man, I wish I was home, because I know if I was home, my husband would have just brought me, driven me, and we would have gone out to eat, and I would have filled my face of the food that I want to eat, and I would be good. So, but unfortunately, yeah, cannot get certain things that I want here, and then some days it's just frustrating, but other than that, I'm okay. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that update with you. Let me know if you would like me to share my 13 weeks. Maybe I guess I could do a 13 to 15 week update. So maybe I could do that, or a 13 to 16 week update. So then you guys are, I'm not having them just, but close enough. Yeah. So let me know if you guys are actually liking the updates this way, where I'm doing like maybe three weeks update in one. So it's not so like right behind each other, and because like 12 week to 13 might not be, well, it might be a little bit different but similar. So definitely let me know if you guys are enjoying these types of video, and what other videos you guys, pregnancy videos, would you guys like to see from me. Definitely let me know that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
Tell you over talk and over dress and over sleep with no one to elevate them, feeling them alone for do it big.